Hey, good on you.
A messaging app called WhatsApp is a favorite among international students to use to communicate with family and friends back home, but it's not that popular in the US, despite being invented by two Americans. WhatsApp is part of a global phenomenon in replacing traditional texting or SMS. More than 1.5 billion people in 180 countries use WhatsApp, but the US accounts for only 1.5% of WhatsApp users worldwide. WhatsApp is a free mobile messaging app allowing users to send photos, video chat, and text, all without a data plan.
I use it here all the time because I am connected with my family, with my friends.
In Brazil, it's like we never use Messenger. We only use WhatsApp. So when I came here, it was really crazy because nobody uses WhatsApp.
You can talk to whoever you want, like any part in the world, just by having internet connection.
In terms of global engagement, WhatsApp beats Instagram, placing third behind Facebook and YouTube. WhatsApp started in the smartphone boom and has stayed ahead of competition solely because it existed before the competition.
I might say when I was 12, because that's when I got like my first phone, and that was the way that was the way we connected.
International students from Latin America and Europe prefer WhatsApp over Facebook Messenger, Line, and iMessage. This can be attributed to the higher cost of cell service in their countries. Facebook bought the company in 2014 for $19 billion. The platform has end-to-end message encryption. This encryption keeps the messages between the receiver and sender, and outsiders cannot trace the origins of the messages. Students like Katie Jacome chose to use WhatsApp for its security because her Facebook was hacked.
I got hacked like twice or three times. So everyone could have access to my conversations. It's not that I have anything bad, but like I want my privacy. And then WhatsApp has that.
The popular app has become political in nature. It is blocked in China, Dubai, Syria, and Iran. In some countries, it is because WhatsApp is used to organize protests. Students from European and South American countries have learned about news and protests from group chats, sometimes being added to message chains when they do not know the original sender.
Actually this year there was like a kind of conflict in Ecuador, and I wasn't there. I didn't know what was going on in my country, and I have received so many text messages that you send like to many people, and then I received many of them like saying like what's going on, where is gonna be the protest, how many people they need, like everything.
These forwarded messages can either communicate fast information.
Actually, when Cathédrale Notre Dame burned,
thousands in Paris watched in horror, millions more on television.
This is an overwhelming catastrophe.
I learned it through my group chat, my French friends group chat, that it was happening.
Or, in India's case, spread disinformation.
The incumbent Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, has dominated this election.
The Indian election for the next Prime Minister in 2019 was called a WhatsApp election. WhatsApp groups were used to spread doctored photos and links to YouTube videos that influenced the election. In India, more than 400 million of the 460 million people online are on WhatsApp. It's safe to say the app is influential in India. Over 600 million people voted in the election.
You know that the picture is clear. It is a sweeping landslide win for the BJP.
The winning party, BJP, had 3 WhatsApp groups to spread campaign information for every one of India's polling stations. That equates to 2.7 million WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp's message encryption is a double-edged sword because it can protect deceptive practices through false group names and conceal the identity of people who send propaganda. WhatsApp's response has been to limit the number of times a message can be forwarded and limit the number of people allowed in a group, 256 members. And this isn't the first WhatsApp election. Nigeria and Brazil's elections were also affected. Research in the 2018 Brazilian presidential election found misinformation is largely spread by people forwarding messages from group to group. 60% of people in Brazil use WhatsApp. The misinformation made the country's politics divisive. An opinion was published in the New York Times titled "Fake News is Poisoning Brazilian Politics." WhatsApp can stop it. WhatsApp convenience makes it a primary tool for less developed countries, helping unite and mobilize protesters. However, its end-to-end encryption can either protect and connect people or protect the people trying to confuse voters during elections.
Okay, bye.